All right, Coach, kind of a new team for you this year. You had a lot of seniors last year. You've got some new coaches. Just talk a little bit about the newness of the program this year.
Yeah, we've had quite a bit of change. It's in a lot of ways in a good way. It's Jake Amos has been an incredible addition to our staff and as our associate head coach, and definitely a new group of players for sure. Losing Sean Kelly and Will Stark and Matt Neesmith has obviously been a little bit of a hole in our first couple of events, but had some really good play from Keenan Husky and Scott Stevens, and we just need the other guys to step up.
Who do you look for leadership among the older guys, if you want to call them that, no seniors? Who do you look for leadership?
Well, Ben Dietrich and Keenan Husky are our team captains, and they've been great. I think that they're definitely taking on that role of leadership and trying to get the guys going. And our younger guys are just, they're talented. They just need the experience, and that's a lot of what the fall is about in college golf, is getting the guys out and playing and feeling what it's like to be in contention and understanding that they're part of the lineup now and not just hanging back out in Columbia.
With your three freshmen this year, where are they right now? I'm sure it's a tough adjustment coming into your first year of college golf.
Well, very talented, but making the adjustments, like you say, and I think that the last couple of weeks, I think I've really seen them turn the corner somewhat in terms of being more comfortable with how we do things and just what's expected of them. So typical freshman adjustment period, but I think they're going along the right way, and looking forward to them playing well to finish out the fall and having a really good spring.
What are your expectations for some of the freshmen, and is it difficult maybe to keep them positive if they're not in the everyday lineup as they're accustomed to being in high school?
That's always a challenge in college golf, because just about every player we bring in is the best player around wherever they're from, and we only have 5 spots to travel with. So we've been lucky this fall to have some individual spots open up in some events. We've been able to play. Jamie Wilson, as a freshman, has played in the first 2 events as an individual. So yeah, it's definitely an adjustment, but it's also the upside of that is that you're around really good players every day, and that can make you better. And if they buy into that, then they shouldn't have any problem.
With some of the older guys, the sophomores and now the juniors, how have they progressed from last year going into this year?
Well, I mean, everyone had a really good summer on our team. It hasn't translated right now into performance this fall so much, but I've seen glimpses of it. I know in Arizona, I saw a team that was ready to contend with some of the best in the country, and we just didn't finish it out the last round, particularly the back 9. But that's another thing that I think that I'm excited about. I think as these guys continue to grow and get more experience, I think you're going to see some good performances.
And going back to the freshmen, Connor, Caleb, and Jamie, what are their individual strengths so far?
Well, I would say Connor Chesky's got a tremendous work ethic, and that's been infectious throughout the team. Jamie has a lot of energy. One of those kids that's just fun to be around, and he's been a great addition to our program. And Caleb Prevost struggled, to be quite honest with you, based on his resume coming in, but I've really seen him turn the corner a little bit the last couple of weeks and making a lot of progress. So he's real quiet and a hard worker as well. They're all 3 very different kids, but they've been, for the most part, been a great addition to our program, and should continue to develop.
With the golfers that you do have that have been to the NCAA championships, that have experienced what it's like to win here and the success you've had, how does that help with those younger guys and for you to continue what you're doing with the program?
Well, they know what the expectation level is, particularly Scott Stevens and Keenan Husky, and they know what it's like to be in a grind at regionals and being in contention at SECs and that kind of thing. So that's the type of leadership I need from them, and when they put forth that kind of effort back home, and then they back it up with their performance at tournaments, that does nothing but help inspire the rest of the team.
Yeah, so you guys hosting the Camden Collegiate Invitational this weekend. You guys have won back-to-back titles there. Just talk a little bit about the tournament and what you guys need to do to give yourselves a chance to win again this weekend.
Well, it's a neat event. I mean, we started it 2 years ago to try to. There are 11 Division I golf programs in the state of South Carolina, and we've always liked Camden Country Club a lot as a program. It's very old school. It's a Donald Ross design with a tremendous amount of quirkiness to it. And so it's got a lot of South Carolina flavor to it. That's what it was intended to be. We've got some Ivy League teams coming, and we've got some really unique programs that have decided to participate in it. So it's we enjoy hosting the event. It's just a fun place to hang out. As far as for us, it's a very difficult golf course. For being only 6,400 yards in a par 70, it's always a challenge. And our guys are going to have to be patient and just play their games. I mean, we play it a decent amount, so they should be familiar with it. And we've been fortunate enough the last 2 years to win.
Okay, specific question here about Scott Stevens. Scott, a few weeks back, had his first top 5 finish of his career, played really well out at the Maui Gym Intercollegiate down in Scottsdale, Arizona. Shot 15 under over the course of the 3 days. I believe the winner was at 17 under, so he was right there nipping at his heels. Talk about what Scott has done throughout the course of this offseason to improve his game.
Well, Scott's a tremendous ball striker, and he pretty much has that part of his game every day. So it's just a matter of how he putts, how he handles situations, and his game just continues to mature. But an incredible kid, just as sweet as can be to be around. He's a very well-mannered kid, represents our program with class, and just continues to get better. It's been a lot of fun watching him improve.
Okay, thanks, Coach.
Thank you.